Turkey's defense industry has been rising for years, but 2026 marks a turning point that no global power expected. A new shockwave has hit the geopolitical landscape: Turkey's entry into the hypersonic weapons arena. A weapon traveling faster than Mach 5, maneuvering with unpredictable trajectories, and capable of penetrating advanced air defense systems. This is no longer science fiction for Ankara. The world is now watching as Turkey tests a missile system that could redefine the balance of power across Europe, the Middle East, and beyond. To truly understand why this moment is so significant, we need to look at how Turkey transformed itself from an importer of weapons into a producer of cutting-edge technology. Over the past decade, companies like Roketsan, Aselsantai, and Baykar have pushed the boundaries of Turkish engineering. From combat drones like the Bayraktar Akonki to advanced air defense systems like Hisar and Sniper, Turkey has built a foundation that now supports something far more ambitious: hypersonic strike capability. And in 2026, the rumors finally turned into confirmation. Turkish defense sources revealed the development of a new hypersonic missile concept, one designed to achieve blistering speeds, extreme maneuverability, and long-range precision. Global analysts were stunned. For years, only a small club of nations had been developing hypersonic weapons: the United States, Russia, China, and India. Now, Turkey is stepping into that club, and not quietly. What makes this missile such a shock isn't only its speed, it's the timing, the strategic direction, and the geopolitical message it sends. Turkey sits at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, bordered by major powers, conflict zones, and critical trade routes. A hypersonic weapon gives Ankara something far more valuable than military power. It gives it political leverage. Imagine a missile capable of hitting targets before enemy radars can even register its presence. Imagine maneuvering at Mach 7 or more, weaving through defensive systems that were never designed to counter something this fast. Now imagine this weapon being integrated with advanced Turkish drones, satellite systems, and real-time battlefield networks. Suddenly, Turkey doesn't just have a missile, it has an entire ecosystem optimized for modern high-speed warfare. Turkey's ambitions go even further. Analysts believe this hypersonic missile could eventually be deployed on land-based launchers, naval vessels, or even next-generation fighter jets. If Turkey manages to integrate such a system with its TFX-Khan stealth fighter, it would create a strike platform that few countries on Earth could counter. Global powers are taking note, especially those who once underestimated the speed of Turkey's military-industrial progress. In 2026, early test footage leaked online showing a prototype engine undergoing ignition trials. The plume characteristics suggested a scramjet, or hybrid propulsion system, the kind used to sustain hypersonic speeds above Mach 5. Experts dissected every frame, pointing out that Turkey's missile looked more advanced than what many nations had in development. Some speculated that Turkey might be collaborating with other rising tech powers, while others argued this was the natural evolution of Ankara's rapidly growing defense capabilities. The reaction from global powers has been swift. Defense analysts in Europe expressed concern that NATO's southern flank could suddenly house a missile that outruns their air defense systems. Meanwhile, rival nations in the Middle East recognized the shift in regional power dynamics. And in Asia, major players like China and India watched with interest and caution as Turkey entered a domain they once dominated. Even the United States, Turkey's longtime NATO ally, quietly acknowledged the potential strategic implications of Ankara's new weapon. Turkey's hypersonic missile also creates a new layer of deterrence. For years, nations have relied on conventional and long-range missiles to deter adversaries. But hypersonic weapons change the rules entirely. They compress reaction time, they bypass defenses, they deliver precision strikes with unprecedented speed. A nation that possesses them instantly gains a strategic advantage. And Turkey knows this. But here's what surprises experts the most. Turkey's rapid innovation is happening alongside its push for defense independence. Ever since sanctions and export restrictions affected Turkish military projects years ago, Ankara made a decision: never again rely on foreign suppliers for critical defense systems. That decision has now culminated in a leap into hypersonic warfare. This isn't just a new missile, it's the outcome of years of strategic planning. There is also another angle: Turkey's growing space and satellite capabilities. With the Göktürk satellites and ongoing space launch projects, Turkey is building the infrastructure needed for advanced targeting networks. Hypersonic weapons rely on real-time data, accurate tracking, and precision guidance, all of which require satellites. Now Turkey is building them. This means its hypersonic missile won't just be fast, it will be smart, connected, and accurate. Still, the hypersonic project poses major challenges: maintaining stability at extreme speeds, mastering thermal protection, developing advanced propulsion, and integrating guidance systems. These are obstacles even the most advanced nations struggle with. But Turkey's engineers have proven their ability to innovate when the world least expects it. Their drone revolution shocked global powers. Their long-range air defense systems raised eyebrows. Their new fighter jet impressed observers. Now, their hypersonic missile is the next headline. As 2026 progresses, more tests are expected. Analysts predict a full flight test may occur sooner than many believe. If Turkey successfully demonstrates even a prototype hypersonic glide vehicle or scramjet-powered system, the geopolitical implications will be enormous. Nations across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East will have to reassess their strategies, their alliances, and their defense planning. Turkey is no longer following global powers. It's competing with them, and this missile proves it. The shocking truth is this: 2026 marks the moment. Turkey officially enters the elite group of nations capable of rewriting the rules of future warfare. Whether the world is ready or not, the rise of Turkey's hypersonic missile is happening, and everything is about to change.